Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Irina Bobrova. I'm Chief Operating Officer of Pitbull Tax Software, and today I'm going to talk about our newest feature, the Client Portal. But before I get into the presentation, let me cover some housekeeping items. We expect the webinar to be no longer than 1 hour, but if you will have more questions, we'll gladly extend it. The webinar will be recorded, and you will receive recording via email. For people who couldn't attend this webinar, we will make recording available on our website. All attendees will be muted, so if you have questions, please write them down into the questions section of your GoToWebinar application, and I will answer them at the end of the webinar. And now, without further delay, let me start the presentation. We are very excited to introduce our new feature in Pitbull Tax Software, the Client Portal. Many of you probably know what Client Portal means. It's a secure online interface for sharing files with your clients. So you, as a tax practitioner, will be able to share files with your client through Pitbull Tax Software Portal, and your clients, on the other hand, will be able to upload their documents for you, also using the secure interface. Before I start showing you how the Client Portal works, I want to answer probably a question that all of you have in mind. How much it's gonna cost you? And I'm happy to announce that the Client Portal will be available for you absolutely free. So all Pitbull Tax Software licensees will get access to Client Portal for free, except for one-time use licenses. One-time use license can have only one client. So for this reason, there is no need for them to get access to Client Portal. But all other licensees, whether it's single user licensee, monthly plan, annual plan, or multi-user licensees, you will get access to Client Portal. Actually, you already have the access. We did launch this feature yesterday. And for those of you who already logged into your accounts, you probably saw some of it. And I also have two other good news. We have eliminated two add-ons with introduction of Client Portal. One of them is document storage. Prior to the launch of Client Portal, all of you had access to free storage of 2 gigabytes. So you could upload unlimited number of files, but only not to exceed total storage of 2 gigabytes. But now you will have unlimited storage, all of you, without any exceptions. So you don't have to pay for the document storage any longer. And the second add-on that was eliminated is Premium Document Management. What is Premium Document Management? All standard licensees were able to upload unlimited number of files for their clients that do not exceed 5 megabytes. The Premium Document Management allowed you to upload files up to 20 megabytes. And now you can upload files up to 20 megabytes each without paying anything. So these are two good news, and there is no catch. I'm not going to sell you anything today, so I'm just going to show you how this new feature works. So now let me start the presentation and show you exactly how to work it. First of all, you need to invite your client to a Client Portal. Your Client Portal is your familiar section, Files. So here you will see all files that your client shared with you, and you will see all files that you uploaded for your own use. In the top right corner of this page, you will see new button, Send Invitation. That means you can invite this client to a client portal. The email address will be populated from the client profile, so you can invite John Smith to client portal. And all you need to do, just click Send Invitation. You can preview the message, how they are going to get it. So the message will be branded with your own logo, and a little bit later I'll show you how to set it up. And you can also modify the message. So if you want, you can save it once, and all other invitations, all your next invitations will follow that template. So I'm going just to send invitation to myself. If for some reason the client said, well, we didn't receive invitation, you can always resend invitation, and you can resend invitation to a different email. So if they are, let's say, at work right now and they want you to forward to a personal email, you can do that. So let me check my mail. 1 second. And of course, my Outlook doesn't want to work right now. Okay, here it is. I received this message as a client, so all I need to do is to activate the account. I just click on this link, and I will get to the client profile, which is, again, like I said, branded with your own logo. The username will be always the email address that you send the invitation to, and they need to select a password. The password conventions are, it has to be at least 7 characters and should contain at least 1 alpha, 1 numeric, and 1 special character. Only those characters that are listed right here. So I'm going to create a password, confirm it. So if the password meets the requirements, you will see the green checkbox next to it. And just click Save and Login. So this is a client portal for the client. This is how they are going to see it. Well, for now it's empty, but we'll see it a little bit how it will look when you start sharing the documents. So now back to the interface of the representative. I just invited 1 client, but I'm sure a lot of you you want to invite your clients in bulk. So you don't want to send invitation to every single one by one. So to do a bulk invitation, go to Clients, select Individual or Businesses. You can select all of them or just some, and scroll to the very bottom. You will see Send Invitation button. If you click on it, it will tell you that 15 clients are missing email addresses. If you leave it empty, they will not receive invitation to client portal. Or you can just fill it out right here, all the email addresses, and send invitation right away. So this is how you send bulk invitation. Now let me go back to files and explain a little bit about the document management that we had before. For users who already had access to document management and navigated it, you probably already know, but let me repeat it for some of our licensees who are new to Pitbull Tax software. So under document management, you can upload files for yourself and you can share them with your clients. You can create an unlimited number of folders. Some folders, though, will be automatically generated by the system. For people who use our IRS transcripts delivery feature, one of the folders that automatically created is transcripts. So every time you pull transcripts, all your transcripts and reports will automatically save in that folder. So you can easily share them with the clients or just use it for yourself. Another folder that automatically generated by the system is e-signed letters. Many of you probably know that before we had a folder called engagement letters. Now we renamed it to e-signed letters because it will now contain not only electronically signed engagement letters, but it will also have IRC 7216 disclosure electronically signed in it. So some folders are created automatically, but some you can always create yourself. Just click on Create Folder. My Documents is your root folder. And here you have two options. You can create client-related folder, or you can create a folder for all clients. Let's say you have a set of templates that you are sending to all your clients. So instead of uploading these templates for every single client folder, you can just create one folder, upload your files into it once, and it will be available on every single client, both existing and the ones you create in the future. Just create a folder name. Let's say if you want to have IRS notices folder, just for client related, because this will contain notices in particular relevant only to that client, and just click Save. Once you created a folder, you can start uploading files. To upload files, just click Upload a File button. Select a folder where you want to upload your files. Let's say I want to tax preparation, and click Add Files. So, for example, I want to upload 3 documents, and just hold Shift button to select multiple files and click Open. These files will be shown here, and you will just click Upload All, and they will be uploaded to the tax preparation folder. To open a folder, just click once. To close it, click once again. Now you see the tax preparation folder has a different icon next to it, a hand holding a document. This is an icon for sharing. So what you can do to share documents with your client, you can select a document that you want to share and click Share button. By default, you will have option for View and Download Files checked. You can also check the option to Update File. That means your client will be able to update the file that you uploaded. And just click Save. So now all the files that I just shared, they will have this shared icon next to it. That means the files is shared. If for some reason or by mistake you shared accidentally a file that you do not want to share, just click it, click Share again, uncheck the box, and click Save. So that will unshare the file. Oh, I think I checked all of that. Okay, let me share it again. So now the files are shared and one is unshared. And if you're just sharing one file, you can click the share icon next to the file. Now let's go and take a look how it will look on the client's portal. Okay, something is wrong. Let me check. Okay, so the client, when he logs in to his portal, he will see the dashboard. And on the dashboard, they will see all the recent activity, what has been happening. So the most recent activity will be on top, and the oldest will be at the bottom. So it will show that 2 files were shared with you. and they can go to My Files, or they can just click from this link right away, or you can click Download link to the right of the file. So if I just click, the file will be downloaded and you can open it. You can also go to My Files, and here they will see created folder shared by representative. That means these are the files that were shared by John Smith's representative with that client. Now let's see how it works if I want to share file, to upload a file as a client for a representative. So I'll just click Upload File, Add File, let's say that's that one, and upload it. The files have been uploaded. So now, let me refresh the page. And now I have another system created folder called Shared by Client. So all files that my client shared with me, I will see right here. And if you notice, this file doesn't have share icon because it was already shared by a client. There is no need to share it back. So this is how uploading files and exchanging files between representative and client works. Now I'm going to show you how to preview, how to share IRS forms created in the software. This is a new feature that was just launched yesterday. You didn't have this feature before. When you're working the case and prepared certain forms like power of attorney or offering compromise forms, at the end you always had to email it to a client for review and signature. Well, now you don't need to send them by email any longer. If the client accepted your invitation to Client Portal and if they use it, you can easily share IRS forms and letters with your clients through a portal. Just click the Share IRS Forms Letters button, select the form that you need to share. Let's say I just want 2 copies for spouse and taxpayer, and share IRS forms letters. So the client will automatically get it, and unlike emailing option, when we email forms from the software, whenever the form bears the social security or EIN number of a client, it is being password protected. So they will need to enter full social security or EIN in order to open that file. When sharing files through the portal, there is no need to password protect because portal is already secured interface. So I'm going to go to dashboard of the client portal, and 2 files have been shared. So if I open these files, they're not going to have any password protection. So this is just the easiest way for you to exchange files that are sensitive. And the same thing, the system automatically created folder called IRS Forms Letters. So all files that, all forms that you have uploaded here, you can access at any time. It is useful also not just for sharing with your clients, but for example, if you filed an offer and you want to keep a copy of your 433 AOIC and 656 that doesn't have any changes, because if you go to a data entry and make a change, it's already will be modified. So in this case, to keep the version of the form on submission date, you can use the document management and put IRS forms and letters. If you don't want to share them, just check this box and click on share. Okay. Now let's talk about chatting with clients. So this is also a new feature, and not many portals they have it, but in Pitbull Tax now you will be able to easily chat and with your client. Instead of sending text messages, you can have full history right inside of your Pitbull Tax software account. So because this client already accepted our invitation, you can see that the status is online because the client is logged in right away. So you can go to chat by clicking this link, or if you notice in the blue menu bar, now we have a new section called chat. So if I click on my client's name, I will see that John Smith is online, and I can type any questions for John. Let's say I just received notice of intent to levy. So the client will immediately see that there is a chat. So they can respond to you, and they can also, in their responses, attach files. So if, for example, their response relates to something like, okay, I just received notice too, and you as a representative didn't receive it yet. So you will ask, okay, can you please attach this file to me? And this file that is shared through the chat will also be copied to the shared by client folder. So you don't have to upload it again, ask your clients to upload to certain files. Whenever you are chatting and you are attaching files for a client, or the client attaches files for you, they will be automatically added to the client portal. Okay, so let's say he already received it too. Me too. Because I'm working in the same interface, it doesn't show me like activities. For example, because my chat page was open, I didn't get any notifications. But if I would be on any other page, this chat will have a number in it. So that means how many chat messages I have. Let's play with it. Okay. Let's say I say me too again. So see, now you have a red circle with number in it. So that means you have one chat, and it is from John Smith. So when you come to work, you can easily open it. And you can chat with your clients who are not only online. You can also show offline users, and you can chat with them as well. So it's not necessary to have a client online. Let's say if you don't want to send a quick email and you know that your client is using the client portal, you can just send a quick message in the chat instead of sending email. So it's kind of easier way, and plus you will see all the history of the chat with your client. So we are going to close this. So this is how chatting with a client works. And remember, you can also attach files to each chat message. Now there is another page that is new to you, which is called Client Portal Activity. Under Tools, you will see this last page. So here you can see what's happening. So let's say you sent invitations to 10 of your clients yesterday. And here you will see that they accepted your invitation. Here you will see that they uploaded some files for you, or they sent some messages for you. So if there is a new activity under Client Portal, you will see red icon next to it with exclamation point in it. So that means there is something new in the client portal activity. You can easily go and, let's say, go to My Files. You will be automatically forwarded to a necessary page. So that's for you to kind of mimic what client has as the dashboard activity. You will receive it for all of your clients in one place. So you kind of can monitor what's happening with a client portal. And now I'm going to show you how to set up your logo for branding purposes. So go to Settings in the blue menu bar and select Client Portal. I already have uploaded my logo here. So here you can upload a logo. It can be any picture format listed here, and the maximum size is 500 kilobytes. That's pretty large size for the picture. You also have ability to upload your profile photo, and this is when it can be useful. For example, my clients, they definitely know my name. They definitely know how I look. They may not remember who they write check to my company. So they may not understand that IBA Tax Group, it's my company. So when I send emails to them, like invitation emails to the client portal, it may be useful to attach your photo instead. So it's especially useful for clients, for representatives who have only one representative, and clients are very familiar with the looks of the representative, but they're not so sure about what's a company name. Because they will receive this invitation via email, and if they do not recognize the name, they may consider it as a junk. So you may end up resending them invitations many times. So to avoid this, we have created this feature that you can upload your photo, put your name or company name right here, and click Save It, and this will replace your logo, your company logo, in all email templates. Next, we have chat settings. So you can display the company name in chat for all users, or you can display representatives' names. For multi-user accounts, when you have several representatives working in the company, you may choose probably a company name. But when you have just one representative, maybe you want to show a representative name in the chat, and this is what I mean. So your name will be shown instead of the company name. Then we have email notification settings. You can choose to get email notification when a client shares a file with you, or when a new chat message arrives. By default, it will be unchecked. It could be annoying if you have a lot of clients and to receive email notifications for all of them, it will be too many emails. But if you want to have this option, for example, if your client uploaded to you 100 files in 1 hour, it does not mean that you will receive 100 email notifications. Email notification is sent only once an hour, only one time per hour. So if within that hour the client uploaded 100 files, you will receive just one notification. And same goes for chat messages. So he can post 20 chat messages within an hour, but only one email notification will be sent to you. You can opt for this option in the beginning and see how it works for you. If it will be too many emails for you, you can easily uncheck it, and that will be the option. And another option that I skipped is custom sign-in page link. So this is what it is for. Let's say your client forgot where to log into your client portal. So you can send them this sign-in link page. This is only for your company. Or you can make a selection. What do you want to have as a prefix for your client portal? So let's say I choose client.pitbulltax.com/IBA tax group. So if I want this, I just click save and my link will be customized. If you don't want to do that, you can just leave a link as it is. But also, we have an option to embed the client portal page on your own website. And for this, we have here embedded code. So you need to get to your web developer who developed your website and give them a copy of this code. All they need to do, they need to either create a new page on the website or put a designated place on any other page for client portal sign-ins. So for example, I'll show you my site. So here we embedded the client portal sign-in page. So if for some reason the client forgot or deleted the email with invitation link how to log into my client portal, they always can go to my website, and my website is in all my signatures, and easily sign in to the portal. If they forgot the password, they can click forgot password and it will be resent to them via email. If the client forgot the password and they called you and they say, well, link doesn't work for any reason, what you can do, you can go to the client profile, scroll to the very bottom, and here we have reset password link. So you can reset password for them too. And another option right here is you can block access to the client entirely. Let's say you disengage the client, or you already close the case and you are no longer working. So you want to close the access to client portal entirely. You do not want just to unshare files. You want for them to not have access at all. So by checking this box and clicking save, we'll block access to that client for a client portal. Okay, and I think the only thing I didn't cover is how a client can receive notifications. So in the client view of the client portal, they can go to settings. First of all, they can always change their password right here. When they're resetting the password, it probably will generate automatically system-generated code that they cannot remember, but they can always go here and enter the old password and then put their new passwords in here. And they can also opt in for email notifications. They can get notifications when a representative shares a file with them. And they can also get notifications when they receive new chat messages from a representative. So that is optional. And by default, it's not checked, but you can advise your client that they can do that. And again, the notifications are sent only once an hour. So if within an hour you upload several files and post several chat messages, they will receive only 2 notifications, one for the files and one for the chat messages. And one other thing that I didn't mention about document management is that you can export your files from the client portal. And this is how you can do it. Let's say you decided to, oh, we don't have anything here, no. Okay. If you want to export files shared by your client, what you can do, you can just check the box. Of course, you will probably export multiple files and click Export button. So that will create a file, or if it's multiple files, zip folder for this particular request. And you can save it at any place on your computer drive. There is another option to export files altogether. Let's say if you want to have a hard copy of all your files for all your clients and you don't want to go by client by client. So what you need to do in that case, you go to Settings, select Document Management, and here you can click Export All Clients Files. That will create a zip folder, and in the zip folder you will have folder for each client, and all the files for that client will be in that folder. Here you also have options to how to sort your files in the folders, whether you want to do it alphabetically or you want to sort chronologically. Most users, they opt to do a chronological sort, and it's sorted in the descending order, so newest files will be always on top. There is also option to delete all files or delete some files. This option is accessible only to administrator of the license and license owner, and export all client files will be also accessible to administrators and license owners. Let me double check if I didn't miss anything. And I think I've covered pretty much all. So let me check what questions do you have. Give me a second. Okay. Yolanda Johnson is asking, can we still see and download files without inviting client to portal? Yes, absolutely. You can still upload files for your own use in this portal under files like you used to. There is no need for you to invite clients, but you cannot share clients with your client until they accepted your invitation to portal. For example, if you send invitation via email to a client, but they didn't create their password, they didn't accept invitation yet, you will not be able to share files. S. Russell is asking, did you say the portal is live on site now? I don't see a way to invite a client to portal. Yes, the client portal was live since yesterday. If for some reason you don't see it, please clear the cached memory in your browser, close the browser after that, reopen, and you should be able to see it. If you don't, please contact our customer service and we'll definitely help you out. John Brusevsky is asking, can you download and share non-Pitbull generated documents such as tax returns? Absolutely. So it's not only for files generated inside Pitbull tax, like IRS forms and letters. You can upload as many files as you want. And I think I didn't mention what formats are acceptable. So we accept Word, WordPerfect, Excel, PDF files, and all picture formats. So it's TIFF, PNG, and JPEG, I believe. So these formats are allowable. So you can easily upload, and yes, it can be non-Pitbull generated documents. Alan Jelaine is asking, how will this portal change the emailing sending of the client questionnaire? It will not change at all. The client questionnaire is a a separate a secure link that gathers your client's financial data, and it has nothing to do with a portal. If your clients also need to upload files for you, then you need to invite them to a portal. Thomas Carroll is asking, is chat content saved? Yes, chat history will be there forever. So you will always see it and get back and read the history. And Thomas is also asking, is chat searchable and sortable? No, I believe, no, let me check. No, you cannot sort it, but it's sorted like in a chronological order, and there is a scroll bar so you can easily see it. S. Russell is asking, is there any way to make the default for clients to get notification when docs are uploaded instead of them having to change the settings themselves? Not at this moment, but I think we can add it. I'll definitely talk to our developers, and I think it's easy settings that we can do. If you think that it will be useful, that they're notified when you upload new files for them, yeah, absolutely, we can do it. Just send us a quick message after the webinar, and we'll follow up on that. Dewey Tren is asking, so if you have multiple users, can they select what client files they want to export out? If you have multiple users, select what client file they want to export out. Yes. First of all, export feature is accessible only to administrator and licensed users, but you can choose what to export. And let me go back there and show it to you. When I click export all files, no. So I remember before we had, no, it's for deleting files. For deleting files, yes, you can delete some of the files, but exporting is creating a zip folder right away. So, but from there you can delete what you don't need to. Okay, another question. S. Russell is asking, can you go back over inviting to portal? Sure. To invite to a portal, let me check another client. For example, a client that I've never invited, I can go to Files and send invitation to that client only. The client's email will be populated. If the client profile didn't have email address, you can type it in here. You can preview the message that will be sent, or you can edit the message that will be sent. And once you edit this template message, it will be saved for all future invitations. If you want to invite multiple clients, what you can do is you can check certain clients or check all of them by checking the box in the header. And at the bottom, click Send Invitation to all your clients. Invitation will be sent to clients only when they have email address on file. If not, you will see the names of the people who don't have email address on file, and you can append it. Next question, Sean O'Hare, when will the recording of this webinar be available? I think within an hour. It depends on the GoToWebinar how quickly they convert the file, and we will send you email notification with the recording. If not, maximum within 1 day you will get it. Dan Jansen is asking, can you share an entire folder with your client? If you can, will the folder appear in the client portal? Yes, you can share the entire folder, but the folder will not appear. All documents will be shown under shared by representative folder. Robert Cantu is asking, will our activity in the case management automatically filed in a special activity file? I'm not sure I understand this. Will our activity in the case management automatically filed in a special activity file? Well, in the activity, every time you upload files or share it with a client, it logs all those details. Let me, under case management, if you go to activities, so you will see the files uploaded. No, sharing is not shown right here. But if you think that you want to see when the file was shared, we can definitely add it to the activity. Next question. S. Russell is asking, when getting notification about a new chat, is the response only available via the chat in the website or can respond via email? No, it's only through chat interface. Yes, if you want to respond in the email, it's use your email as you usually do. Another question is Robert Cantu. Can we set up special folders for transcripts to automatically store our transcripts research? Transcripts folder is already automatically created. As soon as you start pulling transcripts for a certain client, it will be automatically created by the system, and all your transcripts that you requested and downloaded will be saved right there, including your analytical reports. So that's feature was there since the beginning of IRS transcript delivery introduction. So yes, it's always there. So for example, if you want to share the report with a client through the portal, you can easily do that. Just go to your transcript folder and get it, share the report or maybe even the transcripts with your client. And if you don't see the transcripts folder for a certain client, that means you've never requested anything for them yet. Okay, another question. Mike Holiday, is the chat accessible through a phone application? No, Mike, our Pitbull Tax mobile application will not have this chat accessible. However, for client portal, for the client view of the portal, it is mobile friendly, so they can just open the link and save the link in their favorites, and they will see it as if they're using app or as if they're using like IM messaging on iPhone or Androids. Dana Yoder is asking, I don't have the files button, but my boss does. Is this because I don't have full access, the ability to request transcripts? Yes, it is because you do not have access. Talk to your boss, and it's not connected to ability to request transcripts. It's a separate permission for files. So she or he can give you access to files, and after that you will be able to see it. Okay, let me see. I think so far this is all the questions we got. Let me see. Thank you. Thank you, Dana. And we still have about 10 minutes left, so let me know if you want me to repeat any sections of this presentation, or if you have any other questions, feel free to post them into the questions box. If you will have questions after the webinar, please email it to info@pitbulltax.com or to customer service at pitbulltax.com if you're an existing customer, and we'll definitely answer them shortly. Okay, another question. Greg Talbot is asking, can you upload files from Google Drive or Box? Absolutely, you can. So if your Dropbox or Box or Google Drive is also downloaded to your computer, so you can upload files. Let me show it to you. For example, I have my Dropbox here. So yeah, definitely I can select any file from my Dropbox and add it here. For clients who are using mobile-friendly interface for the client portal, and if they have a Dropbox or Google Drive or iCloud Drive installed on their phone, they can also select their files from those applications. Any other questions? Well, if there are no other questions, I would like to thank everybody for joining today. One second, I have another question. Tran is asking, can resolution evals be shared as well? Resolution evaluations, not at this time, but this is something that we can definitely add, because right now you can only share the IRS forms and letters, but definitely is something that we'll consider. Joel Rivera is asking, did taxpayer can sign the documents and that we need to pay an add-on price? Kind of understand. Did taxpayer can sign the documents and that we need to pay? The client portal, probably, Joel, you joined us a little bit later in the presentation. I said in the beginning that the client portal is absolutely free. You do not have to pay anything extra. It's not an add-on. It's a standard feature that is available to all licensees unless you are a one-time use license owner. And clients can electronically sign engagement letter and IRC 7216 disclosure. Yes, so those files are automatically saved into the system, into the special designated folder, e-signed letters, when they are signed. Unfortunately, no other IRS forms can be electronically signed at this time. If IRS will change their procedures in the future, it will be added as well. For the power attorney, they can sign it. Power of attorney, they can sign it. Well, yes, if you send power of attorney through client portal or if you email it to them, they can sign and they can actually upload it to you to the portal. And sometimes if they don't have scanner, they can snap a picture with their phone and upload it to the client portal. So all you need, just a signature page with a signature, you print it out and sign it yourself and fax it to the IRS. Though picture files are not usually in a very good quality. Please explain client portal tab. Robert Cantu, I'm not sure I understand what's client portal tab. So for the representative, client portal is the files tab. For the client, probably you see client portal here. This is interface how your client will see their account and how they see the recent activity on and all the files that you shared with them and they shared with you. So that's what it is. S. Russell, still go via email, not through portal. I'm not sure what you are asking, S. Russell. Can you please elaborate? Mushira Colin is asking, does the documents added to the portal count against to document limit? Mushira, I think you also joined us a little bit later. I explained in the very beginning that right now, with introduction of Client Portal, we removed the limit. So now you have unlimited storage. So you can save as many documents as you want to. And we also increased the limit for each file. Before, for non-paying customers, it was 5 megabytes, and now it is 20 megabytes per file. So you can store unlimited documents in the client portal, and you can upload up to 20 megabyte files each. 7216, yes, they will still go through email because they're requiring electronic signature. So yes, those documents, engagement letters, and 7216, they will still go out via email. Ted Fishman is asking, I joined late, how do I enable the send invitation on the files page? It's enabled for everybody. If for some reason you don't see it, or maybe you already invited the client, you won't see that. But for all clients that have not been invited yet on the client profile, to the client portal, the send invitation button will be shown. If you don't see it for some reason, clear the cached memory in your browser and you should see it. And to invite multiple clients, you can go to your individual or business clients list, check the box in the header, or select some of the clients that you want to invite, and at the bottom you will see send invitation button. Okay, any other questions? Can you review the add folder? Ask Russell to all clients. Can you review the add folder to all clients? I'm not sure I understand, but I think you're asking, can you review the folder for when you create a folder for all clients? Yes, you can always change the documents, upload new ones if you need to. So once you create that folder, this folder will appear in all clients' folders. So you don't need to upload the common templates that you use for everybody. Like some people, they have welcome templates, welcome letters, and many other documents that they use for all clients. But you can definitely revise it, and it will be changed. I added a folder, but I don't see it on the client's side, as Russell is asking. Yes, for clients, the folder is only strictly you can create multiple folders strictly for you as a representative. Your client will only see shared by representative and my files. That means shared with you, and IRS forms letters. They will not be able to create folders here. Okay, anything else? We have about a couple minutes. Okay, yes. Okay, I'm waiting for your question. So when I upload a file, to a client, okay, I'll let you type in first. So when I upload a file to a client, it goes to what folder? It will go to shared by representative folder unless it is IRS form or letter. IRS forms and letters, they will go to IRS forms letters folder. When they share their files, when they upload their files, it will go to my files folder. And on your end, it will be shown as shared by, I think I went to a different client. Give me a second. We already went to Smith John. Shared by client folder. So when your client shares it with me, with you, it will be in the shared by client folder. For them, it's shared by representative. I know it's kind of confusing because right now I'm showing you both interfaces, you as a representative and the client interface, but once you start kind of working with it, you will get it better. So shared by representative, it's a folder for the client, and shared by client, it's a folder for the representative. Edna Navarro is asking, is there any way to organize data based on IRS division, RO, appeals, or tax court? Absolutely, you can create as many folders as you want, and you can create subfolders too. For example, you can put, let's say, tax court decisions, and then create subfolders under the tax court decision folder. Let's say First Circuit decisions and stuff like that, Fifth Circuit decision. So it's all up to you. Definitely, you can organize it. The only thing, organization is relates only to you. It doesn't mimic on a client interface, because first of all, you're not going to share all your files with a client. You are going to share only just some of them. Tran is asking, can we edit the file names via Pitbull tags, or would we have to edit the actual file name itself? Can we edit the file names? I think we can. Give me a second. Yes, you can edit the file name. Just click on edit icon next to a file. I'm sorry. And change to what name you want. Okay, Robert Cantu is asking, show us how to set up subfolders. Okay, to create a subfolder, you create a folder, click on the Create Folder button, then select a folder for which you want to have a subfolders. And let's say you want to break down each year. So your tax preparation will now have 2013 subfolder. You can add more. So tax preparation 2014 and so on and so forth. So this is how you create subfolders. Because I already uploaded files into the root folder itself, you don't see it easily, but yes, subfolders will be created under any folder that you created. Okay. Can files be moved from folder to folder? Asked Russell. Yes, you click, let me go back. If you want to move file, click on the edit pencil icon and select where you want it to save. So it will be saved, it will be moved to subfolder. So to confirm, these folders we create can only be seen by us, not the client. Correct, correct. The folders, organizations within your document management is only for you. For the client, they will see only 3 folders: My Files, Shared by Representative, and IRS Forms and Letters. This is also shared by representative, but that means only IRS forms and letters created in Pitbull tags. Shared by representative, any other documents like transcript reports, transcripts itself, so any other document that you use in your case. Okay. Anything else? Any other questions? Okay, it's 3:05 and I don't see any other questions. Like I said before, if you get another questions a little bit later, please email it to us to info@pitbulltax.com or customerservice@pitbulltax.com, and we'll gladly respond to you very soon. Once again, thank you so much for joining this webinar. It was a pleasure having you all today, and I am excited, and I hope you're excited too, to use this new feature and help you work more efficiently. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.